Welcome back to jaygrapher.th art, name still work in progress. And just the other week there was a art convention, Illust convention at Siam Paragon, and I just wanted to share some of the art and things that I saw. There would be a full vlog of walking around the convention a little bit later, but I just wanted to show in a little more detail of what I got, and I'll try to talk on a few people, since I wouldn't be able to mention all of the artists, and most of the artists will be mentioned in the full vlog. So this is just a quick close-up introduction to some of the artwork. So we'll put some of these away for a second, just in the corner, and start with this sticker, one of the first that I got. I just love the gold and reflectiveness of this artwork. And the artwork itself, for those who don't know, is two characters from the anime series called Illust in Dungeon. And this one, the artist name is on Instagram is named sansinnan.png, or Ping. Ping is her name. And so I wouldn't talk too much about who these characters are. For those who watch it, they know, but I'll leave it as a mystery for those who have not seen the series yet. I will say, as by the name Illust in Dungeon, is that these are adventurers, and it's more than these two people. There are around 3 or 4 more of them who would go into the dungeon and actually try to eat the various monsters that they find in that dungeon. So it's a little bit of a cooking show, adventure show, and a little bit of mystery about the dungeon itself. So great artwork, love the gold touch right there, and had to just pick it up. So besides some of the stickers that I got, there were a few stickers that were given out for free to some of the people who passed by. And there were these nice butterfly, a fish, and a very small, I think, cute cat on a 4-leaf clover. Very small, very nice. And here we have a few very cute stickers of clouds that looks like shape of cats. Now this one is by an artist name, or their name on Instagram is called Mr. Meow Blue Sky. Now I only got the sticker, so it just looks like cats in bagels and croissants and coffee, so they look like foam, but their main artwork is also to paint cats as clouds in the sky, hence their name, Mr. Meow Blue Sky. And I really love clouds. As a photographer, I take pictures of clouds for fun. It's just some of the subjects that I enjoy photographing. So when I see artists who paint really nice clouds, I really appreciate that. But for now, I only picked up a couple of stickers to support their work. Here, a very cute dog, and the artist put their name tag on it, which is quite clever. But they have a very nice art style, so I picked this art out real quick. Up next is this another cat fellow. If you notice, there's a lot of cats, and in the convention there were many more cats. Just Thai people and various people from around the world love cats, and there are many artists who draw their own style of cats with their own themes. But for this artist, he has a very nice ink art style, a little bit different, that stood out amongst the rest. The basic story of this little cat is he is the youngest, I believe, of maybe 9 brothers who are all Grim Reapers of his sort of universe. And this is the youngest and smallest of the cats. The other brothers are like fully grown, big and muscular cats, but he's like the smallest and cutest one. And so we'll be looking forward to whatever story that he makes next. And then there were some familiar faces. There is this artist right here. He did an exhibition gallery that I helped take a video interview for, I believe, many years ago. And he was selling the sticker. I played the violin, so I had to pick up the sticker with the violin in it. And he had a small wooden keychain with the animals hugging, which is very nice. So wanted to pick that one up. And really nice to see him at the convention. And he made a lot more new wood carvings. Another familiar face, the artist. It's like Wani. So she has her own original character as well, of a girl with a sunflower around her head, and it's just very cute. So picked up a sticker and picked up a bottle opener, and it's also magnetic. So I'll leave this one in my room in case I happen to drink some soda water. No beers, just soda water. And then I picked up this other sticker, a very interesting fish character design that I found over there. This is fish depicting of a fish called Blatu, and it is a staple fish in Thai diets. It's a very healthy fish, though personally the bones are very small, so it's a little bit difficult to eat, but it's very delicious and cheap as well. And I believe the artist came from the region that sort of harvests, farms, or catches this type of fish. And so they made it into a character design. They have a very strong sort of style and know exactly what they're doing. So I picked up a quick sticker from them. Up next was a familiar artist that I met at a different convention. And this was his last postcard depicting from the famous writer H.P. Lovecraft. And he has this very cool, detailed ink art style, very high contrast, and very inspired by H.P. Lovecraft himself. And he would also draw many of the other pantheons of gods in the world in this sort of art style. And I feel like has a very strong reference and inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft. So I decided to pick up this artwork of his as well. Very cool. This one was an art piece and artist that I might have passed by, but I met a friend who I did not expect to meet actually, and saw that they were looking at this very artist. And once I got to get a closer look at this artist, I really love the way that they painted waves. Besides clouds, I really love waves as well, and just the power of the water and the ocean. And I was just sort of sitting there deciding between 4 postcards, and I picked this one in the end because it felt like this one has a little bit more color variety and subtle variety. And just knowing my room layout, that I may look at this artwork from a distance, and this artwork to me felt like me being able to see through a small window into another world and would fit my room the best. But I do wish I could have owned a few other art pieces from those 4. Here comes one of the highlights of the day for me. So I would start with their name card, and here by Lipika Ventaka. Sorry for the pronunciation. But basically this person graduated from architecture degree, architecture major, and then they went on to just develop a whole world and inspired from like Middle Eastern, Turkish sort of areas. So from their main card, they already have a very unique presentation of a postcard and like something that you would send as a letter. And one gets to sort of read a little bit of the world that they are writing about, a little bit of the QR code, their statement and purposes. And then here they put the map of the world that they are creating. I'll do a more detailed talk about this in a separate video, so just gonna move a little bit forward. One of the cool aspects is that they had a custom stamp like a passport and has the character. So this is a very great touch of them to create a great presentation overall. So this is their book. Very nice introduction to their world. Again, it's not the full story, it's more of like introduction again to the world building. It's a world building book. And we're just gonna check out a little bit of the intro. So here we start out with the greater map layout. And then we see a little bit of the characters themselves and a little bit more description. And from the larger map layout, we get to see another like large map between areas. And then we get to see this spectacular art piece of the city itself. Really love all of the colors and the contrast as well between the sky and the actual city. And then we get a little bit deeper into the city layout as well. So it's like we're slowly going from the wider country map and down smaller and smaller into the city. And then I'll show a few more of their art piece as they are a student major from architecture. So they draw a lot of buildings in a very great way, great detail, great layout. And then for this video, I want to skip ahead to one of my favorite art piece. Let's see if I can find it quickly. There we go. Just look at that. Just perfect lighting and then architecture, composition. I really appreciate this image as a photographer as well. And like as a photographer, this is just great composition to photograph the arch that is like a frame within a frame. And the lighting itself is also various frames and various lines of composition to frame each of the elements as you go from big down to medium, down to small, and down to our main subject as well. But I'll do a full book review walkthrough, not a review per se, but like a showcase in a future video. And then the last thing that I have to show is this comic book. I believe it's one of 4, and it's a basic Thai comic book of these two people, and the cafe is very slice of life. And I thought the story might be a little bit interesting. I need to get myself to read a little bit more Thai myself. And also I know the artist who made this, so I would like to show some support and just learn from another artist of how they do comics and do their layouts. So this seems like a really fun read. With that said, hope you enjoyed this quick, maybe, I don't know how long the video is, walkthrough of the various things that I got at the illustration convention at Paragon. And be sure to subscribe to see the full walk around of the convention, where there will be a lot more clips of various other artists as well and talking to various artists. With that said, let's meet up again soon.